Man, I hate spiders. Alright guys, back again. The old gas pump, we're gonna fill her up. Looks like she's low on gas here. Well, diesel. Chinese diesel heater. Warming the garage up, so we'll put the cap on. Turn the pump on. You see it goes up through the tube. Goes through a Ford Ranger fuel filter. Comes around. It is not pumping yet, obviously, because I haven't squeezed the trigger. And when I squeeze the trigger, then it pumps. Rather fast, too. See it going up. This is the flow that you get. Oops. Right there. As soon as I let out the trigger, it stops. Dribble a little bit. And we'll put it right back in the hole where it belongs. That blocks it off. We got a full tank of fuel again. Very nice. And that's my little gas pump system. I also have another jerry can up here, World War II. That's for gas. It's marked with the G. We'll put that next to this eventually. My gas, and I'll have a whole nother pump that hooks up in a different way. I'm going to build a little bit different hookup, and yeah, we'll go from there. So anyway, back again, we got these little heaters going. It's quite warm in here. What do we got? Oh yeah, over 60. Pretty dang warm. It's 30 something degrees out. Then we'll step over here. I've got 12 pounds of wood. I'm going to run that internal combustion reactor. Let's see if this still saved my 12 pound. It's 12.2 pounds. Well, anyway, it didn't save my little scale there. The old-fashioned one. Let's just see if the old-fashioned one will show it. Yep. It's showing just over 12 pounds. Well, 13 and a half, but there's the tear weight you got to count for, which you can set on this. How old is this scale? Let's see if you can look it up. Chicago, Palouse, something. Super old, I'll tell you that. I found it under a horse barn and took down. Well, we're going to take some charcoals, get the forced induction pyrolysis reactor going again. Got a little bit bigger collector chamber here. I'll bring you out there. Show you I haven't changed much. We're just checking parameters, and I'm going to show you how it looks with the big chunks when it runs. Yeah, we've got a bigger collector this time, so it doesn't overflood, hopefully. And I didn't tape it, so there's going to be some leakage, but whatever, I'm okay with leakage. So I'm just gathering some data. It's raining and super windy, so we're going to get automatic water cooling on the top. So that's really what we're testing. See if it goes completely, and some other data. All right, guys, back again. This contraption. So I fired it up yet again. I got about 10 pounds of wood in there this time, so about 80,000 BTUs. I want to cram it in. And just soft put it in. We're gonna see how much we get out of 10 pounds. We're doing water cooling. You can kind of see the patterns, but not too well. If you look close, you can see the weird patterns. It's not sealed really perfectly, so it's not gonna do them. And then I got a water pump going through that wort chiller inside of there, and I can already feel the water is getting warm. So it's just a crappy little plastic pump. I don't know how it's going to hold up, or if this is going to boil, or if the tubes will melt. I don't really know what's going to happen. We're just going to let it run and see. We've got about a gallon and a half of water in there, so we'll just see. So right now we just started. The water on the lid 55, so it's 32 is the baseline. It's 32 degrees out here. The side, it's already up to 90, 100. I've got the igniter going right now. We're about to shut that off in a few minutes. It's a cold rain out. A very cold, steady rain turned into snow. But yeah, we're gonna see if this water boils or it's already warming up. What is that temperature of that water? Took it out of my pond, which is not heated. Oh, it's already warmed up. Probably 7 degrees. And I just fired this up not even 5 minutes ago with the igniter. A little bit of charcoal on the bottom, probably about 6 charcoal briquettes. 90 degrees on the side. So the side gets to in about 5 minutes, I'm going to shut that off and I'll be back with you. So I only waited about 3 more minutes. It's only been 3 minutes. I unplugged the igniter, so we're running on pure pyrolysis now. Let's see where we're at temperature wise 3 minutes later. 150, 130, down at the bottom we're at 55. Let's see what the coils right at the output, 75, 67. So we got, because our baseline out here is 30.2 on the metal, so everything's going to start freezing. But you can see the water is already warming up. We're up to 52, 53 degrees in this water, which was started out at 33. So oh yeah, you can feel it's warm coming out of that loop. So I wonder if this is all going to melt or how it's going to handle it. But we only got 10 pounds of wood in there right now, so going in for the night. I looked and it's only been 2.5 hours, but we got snow on everything. We got temperature tables now down to 26 again. The water's at 62.4, which is incredible because it's just an open bucket. We're running 62. Top water 51. Side of the container 67, 68. So yeah, we'll just let this cheech all night. Maybe that water will stay warm. All right, it's the next morning. It's just stopped running, I believe. Oh yeah, it's still liquidy. All right, so what's going until fairly recently? Let's shut her all the way down. Got her all shut down. Pop this loose. Looks like we got about 2 ounces of syrup. Oh, that actually went out, but you can see it's all charcoaling. So it didn't actually go all the way. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, as you can see, this is what I was talking about where I was saying it partially charcoalizes. Oh yeah. Still liquidy, not dry. So let's see, I got this full one. So weird. So strange how it does that. Well, I guess we'll finish it later on. So that's what happens with it. You guys have a good day though. Thanks for watching.